So to continue with what I'm saying, and the reason I'm making a two-part video for this, is my point is this. The only thing we can do, the only thing that's even close to creating a wave of dissent for the injustice that freedom and our rights are being dealt, the blow that's being dealt against these things, is to boycott the Olympics. Don't buy into the corporate crap. Don't buy into the dollar bill or the yen. Get away from your televisions. Take your children out. Create your own Olympic Games. Play baseball. Play football. Go swimming. Ride your bikes. Run down the street. Take a jog. Get away from your televisions. Get away from the bullshit and show China that you will not accept their involvement in the Olympic Games. Do not let them win. Do not allow them to win. We have the power. We can turn our TVs off and ignore the Olympic Games. Watch reruns. Watch movies. Take your kids to the movies. Get your DVDs out. Boycott the Olympic Games. Boycott the Olympic Games for freedom, for rights, for justice to humanity. Do not accept the lie that has been thrown in our face. Boycott the Olympic Games. I'm asking you, Mr. America, Mrs. America, I'm asking you, Mr. White Man, Mr. Black Man, Mr. Brown Man, Mr. Yellow Man in this country, Americans, not the Chinese Americans, not the Native Americans, not the Black Americans, not the White Americans, I'm asking you, America, boycott the Olympic Games for freedom. This is the only thing we have. If we turn our TVs off, if we ignore the very thing that is happening, the very affront to freedom that is occurring at this moment, we will make a voice so loud, we will create a voice so loud, it will not be ignored. Do not allow Mr. Bush to sell us down the river with his crap, bullshit, lies. Do not allow any of this. Now, with all due respect to these poor Olympians who have been given this opportunity to work their butts off at the Olympic Games in a nation known for its injustices to humanity, and one of the worst, it's right up there with Somalia, and if not worse than that. Are we really going to allow this to happen? Are we really going to let this take place? Did we not learn anything from Nazi Germany, from Mussolini, from any of that? Did we not learn anything? It doesn't matter if we prove we're better in the Olympic Games in a nation that is steeped in human injustice and pain and suffering. One that has attacked our own country. One that has come to us with goods and sells us crap. Needless crap. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleading with you. Do not accept this lie. I am imploring you. Boycott the Olympics. I cannot say it enough. Ignore these Olympics. Turn your TVs off. Turn your TVs off. Do not tune in to China's Olympic Games. This is all we have. This is all we can do. But I guarantee if we do it, if all of us do it, if a large majority, if not all of us, do this, it will be noticed. It is our right to stand up against something we do not agree with. Obviously, from the news articles I've read, which there are hundreds, I've perused the internet. Those are just 2, 3 that I've found. There are mainstream news articles, left and right, about the injustices of China and about the very fact that it's an affront to our freedoms to even accept the fact that China had been given the opportunity to have the Olympic Games in their nation. What is the point? What do we stand to gain from this? We won't get peace in the world. We won't have rights for human beings. We're talking about a nation that literally threw the parents of dead children that died because of poorly built buildings that their children were going to school in, when the earthquake came and destroyed these buildings and killed all their children, their only child they could ever have because the government has deemed it so. They put them in jail. They shot them. They killed them. They did abuses to them simply because they stood in the street and said, we are not going to accept the substandard buildings you have given us for our children. These people were in grief, and yet the government didn't care. The fucking Chinese government didn't care about that. All they care about is how they look to the rest of the world. What's different? We're talking about a communist nation that is acting exactly the way Russia used to act when we would call them the evil nation. I'm not a right-winger. I'm not a left-winger. I'm an American, and I believe in freedom, and I believe in human rights, and I believe in justice. And there is no justice in China, ladies and gentlemen. There is no justice in China. I guarantee it. I guarantee that. Boycott the Olympics. I leave you with this. Boycott the Olympics. Boycott the Olympics. For in the name of freedom, in the name of liberty, in the name of true democracy, in the name of reality, in the name of God, boycott the Olympics. We cannot accept this blasphemy. We cannot accept this blasphemy. And I don't care what anybody says out there. I don't care what any politician says to you. I don't care what any preacher says to you. I don't care what anyone says about forgiveness. You will get no forgiveness from the Chinese if they come here. I guarantee it. If they come to this nation in war, they will not forgive you for anything. We're talking very serious problem here. We're talking about a nation that owns our money, a large percentage of it. We're talking about a nation that has been poisoning us. We're talking about a nation that shares something with our own government, and that is lies. Lies, lies. Do not accept the lie. And I leave this moment with you, imploring to you, America, in the name of justice, in the name of freedom, in the name of God, boycott the Olympics. Boycott the Olympics. Boycott the Olympics.
Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
I'm the dictator. I'm the dictator. I'm the dictator.
Fear itself.
I'm the dictator. I'm the dictator. I'm the dictator.
Fear itself.
I'm the dictator. I'm the dictator. I'm the dictator.
Fear itself.
If this were a dictatorship, it'd be a heck of a lot easier. Just so long as I'm the dictator.